What IP would you like to work on and why?
Hey, Jim, it's your favorite Southern Californian, the OGGM broadcasting with question number 7. If I could work on any property, what would it be and why? And I assume by property you mean creative property, not like the 1 square foot of land I own in Scotland property. Because yes, I'm a Scottish lord. They've all been done. Anything I could think of has already been done. There's ideas that I have that maybe, but then I would just be like, I could just, that post-apocalypse game I've always wanted to do. Well, there's already 100 post-apocalypse systems out there. I just would have to find the right one. That time travel game, that superhero, everything's been done. So there's very few that I would say I would want to work on because they haven't been done yet. And as for the ones that have been done, well, I'm already doing superheroes with the Red Room, for at least for now. There's people I'd want to work with. I'd love to work with Grim Jim and other stuff, but I don't know, man. I mean, the clock's running out for me and creativity. So I'm happy to be where I am right now and getting what little I can get out, especially with all the confusion over the ORC and the OGL. Would I want to do stuff for Kelsey and Shadow Dark? I'm happy doing stuff with Wretched. There's definitely games I think I would love to rewrite, like Heroes Unlimited. I think I've said 1,000 times, Heroes Unlimited is one rewrite / editing / playtest away from being perfect. I would love the new Marvel Multiverse role-playing game that's coming out to actually be a loving homage to Phase Rip, but it's not. So, I worked on Blade Runner. I playtested that and, kickstarted that. And I was like, yeah, that's, 40 years out of date. Oh, the Cowboy Bebop role-playing game. It's only 20 years since Cowboy Bebop. I'm sure that's a good role-playing game IP to want to work on. Tales from the Loop. Tales from the Loop would just be the IP I'd want to work on. I would love to just, go through Simon's brain and I have a feeling that the conversations you could have with him about that, that last summer, I think, he sees the world the same way I do, especially with the 80s and that whole mysticism of the 80s and this whole last summer of childhood that was the 80s for a lot of us, that last perfect summer. So I would love to, sort of work with that sort of the beautiful melancholy, charming, tranquil, slightly horrificness that is Tales from the Loop. I think it's been done. I would love to do a early post-apocalypse game, like the day before, day of, day after. There's a couple other ideas I've had, but everything that I've ever wanted to work on has already been done. Like, once I did GURPS Heroes and GURPS IST and GURPS Martial Arts and GURPS Traveler and GURPS Cyberpunk. I got to work with Archisolian in the early days of Fusion. Those are things. And now I'm doing the Wretched. And who thought a year ago I'd be working with Wretched? So who knows? I would rather work with somebody and bounce ideas off than come up with ideas on my own, because I don't have a lot left. And the few I do have left that I haven't done yet, it's like, well, they've already been done. So what could I do that hasn't been done 1,000 times already? There already is 1,000 post-apocalypse games out there and post-apocalypse scenarios out there. What do I have to offer? What's left to offer? There's a glut of everything. There's nothing that hasn't been done. And the ones that haven't been done, there's a reason why they haven't been done. It's like, a pro wrestling role-playing game would be awesome. Well, a Super Sentai role-playing game written by people who actually watch Super Sentai, because it's pretty obvious Ready to Get Pressed didn't. And those have been done. So, yeah, superhero has been done. Black Company Dark Fantasy been done. Time travel been done. Early post-apocalypse been done. Post-apocalypse that actually makes sense, where people actually open the doors and look in the trunks, and go upstairs, and do all the things you're always yelling at people in the post-apocalypse movies and TV shows to do, and they don't do, and you're like, why are you so stupid? Yeah, no one would ever believe that in a game or a movie. I'd be like, no. Actually look in the box? Now, if I was totally wrong and you meant property, well, I would love to do something with the land I own in the Salton Sea, or my parents' land up in Ojai that is just going to waste. There is that 1 square foot of land in Scotland that I own that makes me a Scottish lord. I think I own some swampland in Florida still that I won in a contest, so I would love to develop all of those properties. But, yeah. Of course, really, secretly, I just want to work with Jim and be on tabletop lists. That's right? That's what you want to hear anyways, right? Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for these questions, Jims. I appreciate it.